So this video is for the people out there with anxiety, the anxious thinkers, the people who encounter their anxiety on a day-to-day basis for reasons that we don't even really understand. Like sometimes it's just there. This topic means a lot to me because I'm a real overthinker. I feel like I tend to ruminate more than other people do. Maybe that this is just because I'm an introvert. I've always been more of an observer. But I feel like I see meaning in things where other people don't. I tend to interpret like reality in a different way to other people, which is just really adds to my anxiety. Like I'm always like visualizing the worst case scenario, like everything that can go wrong in this situation. I'm always wondering what people really think of me. I'm questioning myself. And when things do go wrong, I tend to just play it back in my head over and over again, like kind of torturing myself a little bit, feeling so anxious about things that I'm not really aware of or I have no control over. That's my nature, it feels like, because I still occasionally get anxious about things that happened like years and years ago. Like I feel like mentally scarred by a few things that happened to me in school, like where I got humiliated in front of the class. Sometimes I'm awake in bed thinking about that shit, like just feeling anxious for no real reason, like that shit's in the past. And we're going to talk about the main error that people make when it comes to just the way that they view anxiety in general. And this is something that makes people's anxiety a lot worse, ironically. Like, in a way, a lot of people would view this, because it feels like the normal thing to do, like the normal way to look at anxiety. They think that this is like somehow correct, but really for me, this made my anxiety a lot worse than it needed to be. So the first thing I want you to understand is that so many people view anxiety as a problem, as something which needs getting rid of. And that is really where the issue lies. So today I had to go and give some training. I work in IT, and this is like my role at the moment. I'm providing like support to all of these different teams in my business. I won't bore you with the details, but we like integrate a load of technology, and there's a bunch of problems that come up from that process. And I'm a newbie, I'm new to all this, so they're kind of letting me build up my experience, but that comes with like a lot of uncertainty. Like every fucking day I'm questioning, can I actually do this? Like I get at least like 2 or 3 questions a day where I get really put on the spot, and like I just have no idea like what to even say. So it's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of like questioning, can I really do this? So I had to go and do this training today, and for some reason today I think my anxiety was worse because I'm tired. I had like fucking no sleep last night. But what I noticed was it felt like what I noticed today was it felt like the onset of the anxiety was so sudden. Like it really just came from nowhere. Like I was feeling okay about doing this training. And as I like get in the lift to go up to the top floor where this team are located, suddenly just feel it come over me like this wave of anxiety. My body suddenly starts feeling like really tense, heart beating fast, adrenaline just coming over me. And I'll tell you what I would have done many years ago in this moment. Not even many years ago, because man, like I've actually had like panic attacks before at work. Like this one time nearly when I joined the organization, I got taken into this group meeting, and everyone like went round the table introducing themselves, and they told me like at the end, oh, you can introduce yourself at the end and tell us a bit about yourself. So I was having to like speak in front of a room full of people at the end. But the point was like, I knew that once everyone was done introducing themselves, then it would be my turn. I almost had a panic attack over that. Like, bro, that shit was bad. But yeah. So I can kind of feel these like panic attack type symptoms coming on. And what I would have done many years ago is fight against that. I would have told myself, you've got a problem. You've got to go and deliver this training. You've got to be well spoken, convey confidence to these people. Make it look like you know what you're talking about. You've got to be calm and self-assured. Not fucking nervous. Like, what are they going to think of you if you're nervous? Why did they send this fucking junior up here when we need actual help? And I would have told myself, you need to get rid of this anxiety at any cost. Fucking do some deep breathing exercises. Try and calm yourself down. Calm down. But did that ever work? Or did that just make the anxiety worse? Treating it as if it's something I need to just get rid of like that. I never ever found that made me feel better. One of my biggest fears is actually like, just in general, is fear of like looking anxious. It's kind of this weird loop that develops. It's like a lot of people have this anxiety about looking like they have anxiety, because again, for me, it's like I want to convey confidence. I want people to think certain things about me, that I'm a confident person. I don't care about what other people think. Everyone does on some level. But that's when my brain associates with like anxiety in general, let alone the things that are causing the actual anxiety. So it's like layers on layers on layers. So telling myself to calm down, like I have this built-in association that anxiety is like a bad thing. Anxiety means not looking confident. What are the messages this is sending to my brain? It's that anxiety is dangerous. Anxiety in itself is not something you should be allowed to feel. And all this was going on like whilst I was in the lift. Like I felt these feelings in my body, like I'm in danger. But what I know now, I was able to kind of handle those feelings, because I'm going to tell you one of the most important things I've ever learned in my life that just really like recontextualized a lot of these anxious feelings. The reason anxiety is not a problem or something to make go away is because anxiety is designed to keep you alive. It's something natural to feel. Anxiety is just you recognizing a threat in your environment. It's your body telling you make a choice. You know, if you literally are about to die, if some animal's hunting you, if you're getting stalked by some lion, anxiety is there to tell you, fucking run away, man. Run away. It's there to keep you alive. It's there to stop you from getting fucking maimed. Like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant with the fucking bear attacking him. So even just looking at anxiety through that lens, in that lift, I was able to tell myself, okay, right now my body believes that it's in danger. My nervous system right now thinks I'm in danger. And looking at the feelings through that lens, it's like, in this situation right now, am I really in any danger? Like, being honest, like, first of all, I know that I'm not at risk of physical danger. Like, no one's going to come and like literally kill me. So I can rule that out. What else do I feel like I'm in danger about? So most of our anxiety comes from fear of emotional pain. Like, if it's not physical pain that we're going to get put through, it's emotional pain. It's feeling something that we like really don't want to feel. Like, deep down, anxiety is always covering up some other emotion that you don't want to feel, or that you may be at risk of feeling. Like, it could be the feeling of rejection or embarrassment, or shame, something really unpleasant that you don't want to feel. The anxiety is there because your body believes that you could end up feeling this. On some level, my body believed in that situation, in this elevator, that if I go and give this training right now, there's a chance that I can get embarrassed or rejected by this group of people, that I could be made to feel some kind of shame. And it's like these like emotional scars. You'll feel anxious anytime there is some kind of risk of like emotional pain. But the thing is, if we're thinking like as logically as possible, I'm not in any real danger of that. At least not in this environment. If I get something wrong when doing this training, this group of people, they're not going to laugh at me. They're not going to get angry with me. They're not going to reject me or be mean to me. And the reason I'm confident in that, because even if it just came down to like professional courtesy, like being professional in the work environment, they're not going to do it. Like people aren't just like doing that to each other at work. They're not like just chewing each other out for no reason, because you can get fucking reported to HR for that. I'm really being like logical about this. But even beyond that, people are just nice. People just want to do their job. People want to, at least where I work anyway, people want to keep things running smoothly, and they'll acknowledge that I'm a new guy, even if I get something wrong. They're not going to fucking have a go at me for that. And I can be pretty confident of that, but on some level, my brain still believes that the only outcome is rejection. Hence why I'm feeling all of this anxiety. But here's where it gets really interesting. If I can't truly predict what's going to happen, if I can't predict how this training is going to go, but I still look upon it as like guaranteed to be something really bad happening to me, then where's that coming from? It's coming from the past. It's coming from emotional scars that haven't healed, emotional trauma. Think of it as like, let's say when you're a kid, you accidentally touched the kitchen stove. You burn your finger, it hurts a little bit, but it's nothing too bad. And you think, right, I'm gonna, I'll be more careful next time. I'll be more careful. But you don't think, I'm never gonna try and cook again in my life. I'm never gonna try cooking food. But there could be someone else who does the same thing, touch the kitchen stove, and they burn their hand badly. Like they get like bad like burns on their hands. It leaves scars there. That person, genuinely, like this can happen, like anytime they even like look in the direction of the stove, they could just like wince. They could like feel pain inside, like they're reminded of like the feeling, the pain. And that stops them from ever wanting to like cook or do anything like that. Weird example, but it's what I'm talking about. If there's things in the past where you were made to feel some great sense of emotional pain, so much so that your body said, I never want to feel this again, then it makes sense that things in the present which trigger similar feelings or slightly remind you of this situation, you feel that anxiety because you're scared of getting hurt. Your body's trying to protect you from danger. So this is where for a long time it came from for me. Anything like public speaking or something like this training would trigger this fear inside of me. And I didn't know where this was coming from. I still don't have like 100% clarity, but things where I'm the center of attention, where everyone's looking at me, where people are evaluating me. It reminds me of times in school where I got bullied, or where I was humiliated in front of everyone, or made to feel like some kind of shame. And whether I like it or not, similar situations like in the present day, I end up reacting to that same fear from the past. But the thing is, it makes sense. It makes sense that I would feel that because my body is just protecting me from danger. It's protecting me from feeling that again. So like I said, anxiety is trying to take you out of a dangerous situation. It's there for a reason. But the thing is, my body is reacting to a danger that arguably doesn't even exist. I'm not in any danger in this environment going to do this training. Like, things might go wrong, sure. I'm not going to come out with the same emotional scars for the reasons I told you. An emotional pain in life is inevitable, but the difference is I'm better equipped to deal with it. I know that I'll be okay. It's just these deep wounds from school where I suffered that emotional pain and I wasn't able to deal with it. So I guess what I've been building to is this anxiety that we feel. 90% of anxiety that we're conscious of is not anything to do with like the current experience, like what we're going through now. It's us reacting to old fear, old emotional wounds that haven't healed. And it kicks in to protect us, to take us out of that dangerous situation, even when there's no danger there. You might be thinking like, okay, how does this help me? I'm aware of it. You might be aware of this happening, but what do I do with the anxiety? Well, the thing is just being aware of it, being aware that the way you feel right now and this current situation are actually two separate things. Acknowledging you're not really in danger, that can help a fuck ton. And just accepting that the anxiety is there instead of trying to fight against it, trying to tell yourself that this is something you're not supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel this in this situation. It's completely fucking normal for someone who went through the things that you did, whatever they may be. It's there for a reason. For me, whenever I encounter these situations, like standing in that lift, what I didn't fight the anxiety, I didn't resist it. I just told myself, this is here. I don't have to like it, but I don't have to really react to it. I don't have to run and hide. This is my body telling myself I'm in danger, but I know the danger isn't really there. And just breaking that like pattern, because a lot of anxiety, we start to spiral. It kind of becomes something that we're not consciously like even aware of. Just breaking the pattern and telling myself, this is what it is. I'm fucking safe. I'm safe as can be in this situation right now. Breaking the pattern, that can be enough to like stop the anxiety from multiplying. Like it could have been 10 times worse if I hadn't done it. So I still went into this training with like a fair bit of anxiety, but nerves are normal in any situation. Having a panic attack in that situation is not, but a healthy amount of nerves, it's normal. So yeah, just some parting words. If any of this sounds relatable to you or familiar, or you started to think of what maybe your emotional wounds could be, remember that the anxiety is something that it's not really something you can like logic your way out of, or just tell yourself to calm down. Instead of pushing it away, you just got to accept it. You got to accept that it's there. And over time, you'll stop looking upon it as like this deeply negative thing. Like you'll just see it as like neutral. Like most really confident people, the anxiety never goes away. They just learn to kind of tune out. Like when I feel anxious, I don't feel as bad purely because of the fact I don't look at it as like so detrimental. I don't see it as like, oh, okay, this is gonna fuck up my life. I just see, I just think this is kind of unpleasant, but you know, I can deal with it. Sorry for rambling a little bit. This is a topic I'm very passionate about. But yeah, hope this helped.